Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to today's episode. Today we are on the Minecraft 1.11 Survival Let's Play series, and I am so excited because, I did some stuff off camera, and I'm kind of excited to show you. So, off camera, while I was waiting for the poll results from our first episode, I decided that I was going to make the double spawner zombie skeleton mabobby thing all by myself. So, I'm actually pretty proud because it works. Look. It actually functions. They're all here. And I even turned it into a ground farm instead of just a regular zombie farm. And it's pretty fantastic. I mean, early game, can't get much better than that. I've got a little bit of loot so far. If I could, not hit the crafting table. I've got some tridents already, and mostly a lot of armor and bows, which I have a grindstone, so I'm going to be using that for levels for sure. I think it's about time that this actually looks better and that we have a proper way in, because right now it's just a mess. So that's what we're doing today. I mean, come on, look, I basically have to crouch. My head is going through the ceiling. It's time that we design a room. And, I mean, I could basically show you a little bit of how these work. So if you recall, there were two spawners that were pretty close together. And one of them, the Skelly Bob one, is right here. So we're very, very close. Whoop, whoop, look, they're gonna try to shoot me. Are they fighting? Whoop, yep. So yeah, Skelly Bob, and all the way up here is the zombie spawner. And this right now is the way that we're getting in and out, and I am not about that life. It takes too much time, but yeah, see? Oh, okay, so funny story here. You see all of those trapdoors, right? All of those bajillion trapdoors, which I'm wondering if they're stuck on there or if that's where the web is. I can't remember. No, the web is over there. So I actually have to figure something out because it looks like they're getting stuck on that ledge. I'm glad that I came in here to show you. So, what this is the zombie and skeleton spawners. They were a little close. So, because they were too close, I couldn't get the drop chute in the same area in a decent in a decent manner. So, I had to figure out a way to make them be able to go down the same chute, basically. And I decided to go with trapdoors. But it looks like we have a bit of a problem. So I think I'm actually going to figure that out before I start designing. Okay, so I messed with it a little bit, and I guess now we just have to wait and see if any of these zombies get stuck on the way down. That one didn't look to. So let's go down there and see if it's messed with anything. Because what it might have done is messed with the fall damage. And if it messed with the fall damage, then that's going to be a pain in the butt. But, I mean, I would take that over. Oh. Okay, so it looks like it works. And that makes me very happy. That means that I don't have to worry about it. And maybe what I'll do is install a trident killer if I'm feeling, up to it after I've decorated the place a little bit. Okay, so it's time for a bit of a progress report. And I've cleaned out this size of a room, and I'll decide what else to add to it, but I added a little bit of a furnace system, just a dinky one, just so that I could smelt the armor. I brought a grindstone down. This is not the way that it's going to be laid out, but it is what I have so far. But I also made an elevator up to the surface because I got really tired of going in the caves. Oh, and I'm going to get blown up by a creeper. And then... Oh... Okay, I gotta make this a magma elevator eventually, because that happens quite a bit. That took a lot of my life away. Alright, so that's the progress update right now, and I will get back to you when I've designed this a little bit more. I'm thinking that I'm gonna bring down a cleric so that I don't have to go up and down, and I can just have nice, simple access down here. Okay, so as you saw in the time lapse, I've done a little bit of work. I added the AFK Trident Killer. And this thing is kind of amazing. Mr. MK Pet gave me a design for it, and I have to say, it's the best thing. It honestly is so simple that even me, someone who is so bad at redstone, could do it pretty easily. Although I have to admit, Jane has helped me get unstuck because I did not know that I needed to switch the mode of the comparator, because I didn't know that a comparator had more than one setting. Yeah, that's how good I am at redstone. But I mean, it's really simple. Just a little clock with a piston. Oh, well, a sticky piston, not a regular piston. That's another thing I would have done if they hadn't clarified. But it's just, you know, a sticky piston with a carpet and a trident, and you turn it on and experience. This thing is brilliant. I am super happy. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off because it's loud and obnoxious. But the other thing that I did off camera, besides the Trident Killer and the nice decorating, is I got a villager down here. It was kind of difficult. It took a boat and some scaffolding and, you know, pushing him down a hole. But he's here, and he's not great. I didn't know that it's glowstone dust. I could have sworn that they gave you full glowstone. I'm not super excited about that, but oh well. I might just get another one down here too. And other than that, I mean, I just added some spruce logs. I'm thinking of adding some variation, maybe making some of them stripped. I'm gonna add, you know, flower pots and my typical paintings down here in a little bit too, as well as adding some more variation in here. I'm probably going to add some barrels and, you know, make it a little more functional. But right now, this is where I'm at. And of course, I will come back when I've got a little more done. Okay guys, so I've done a few more things. I decided that it would be a good idea to bring the enchantment station down here because this thing is pretty good at getting experience. And of course I did what I always do and made it a little more naturally terraformed. It's still a little boxy, so I still have some work to do, but I've added some barrels, more just for the aesthetics, but can't hurt having more storage around. I really wanted to have the lantern here, and instead of just, you know, having it hanging from a barren ceiling, I thought putting the exposed beam there would just make it look kind of nice. And then of course added some height variation over here. I'm going to come back through and, like I said, just make it a little less boxy, but for now it'll really do. Of course, I added a flower pot because I still think flower pots make everything better. And then, so I added glass just because I really wanted to be able to see the spawner. That probably won't stay because it doesn't look the best, but it's cool, so why not? Then I added a little bit of a station and some storage, some more barrels, kind of indented into the wall. I thought that that would give a lot of depth to something that is very, very square. I still have to do the ceiling and everything, but so far, I'm liking how it's turned out. I don't know about the floor. I've added a few of the trapdoors just to add some depth to the floor as well. I tried stairs, it kind of looked weird. So this is what I have so far. And for now, I think this is a good place to kind of stop, just so that I can get some other stuff done. And I really do need to figure out kind of what I want to do on the surface, because right now we're literally just going through holes in the grass. And I'm thinking I should get some more food. But honestly, what I'm thinking is right here, I could put some sort of watchtower, since the village is right here, or a lighthouse, because we do have an ocean. So I could do either of those things to mask the entrance, and then maybe put a few farms in either the tower or the lighthouse. Not super sure, so you know what? I'm actually gonna make that a poll. Do you guys think that I should make a watchtower build here or a lighthouse? So be sure to vote in the poll and let me know, because I will do whichever one wins. Another thing that we can talk about, my plans for the village over here, because I am going to keep a village here, but I will most likely tear down all of these buildings and make it very custom. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have some fields with crops and maybe like a little farmhouse. And of course that'll be walled off and sectioned in so that nothing can, eat my farmers. But so I'm thinking that, and then maybe a butcher, or well, most likely I will have a few weaponsmiths and toolsmiths. So some of those buildings, it'll probably go out. Let's see, do I have any blocks? So I'll probably have the entire village reaching around about the edge of here. Probably, let's see, let's mark some things down. I don't want it to be super round, so let's just make a border. What this can kind of be is like a redo of my very first Minecraft world, in which I did a custom village. And if you've been watching me for a while, you'll have seen clips of that in my Who Even Are You video, my Q&A video, where I answered a bunch of questions and kind of showed off some worlds that I had done. And I think that it would be really quite fun to redo that, like remake a custom village, kind of as an homage, since this is my first Let's Play. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's actually gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!